What's up guys, I'm Carson. Today we're all a brand new video. Today I'm going to be reviewing this 2016 Ford Ranger 2.2 TDCI XL single cab. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video. For sneak peeks, behind the scenes, short one-minute reviews and much more. Remember to go follow my new Instagram and TikTok account. I promise you'll not regret it. So let's move on to the front of this Ford Ranger single cab. So as you can see, the front of this Ford Ranger looks very beastie, especially with its huge grille over here. And of course you can't forget the huge Ford badge. In my opinion, it does look very nice and it's very beastie, especially if it has a bull bar. But if you do opt out for a wild track, you can even have an even beastier looking Ford Ranger. So you do not have any spotlights, as you can see. That is an option. If you do opt out for a higher trim, you can have spotlights. You also do not have any LED lights. You just have your normal amber lights. You do not have any daytime running lights also. So let me show you how the lights look like on this car. This is the normal daytime running lights. The park lights. The headlights. The brights. The indicators with the lights. And the indicators without the lights. So as you can see, those lights don't look too bad at all. They are pretty good considering the trim of this car and the price range of this car. They do illuminate your road quite good for amber lights. And they do look very modern in my opinion, especially with its tinted inside, or tinted interior. So you also do have a nice type of grilling over here, like a honeycomb grill, which just transformed the look of this car. You do not have any fake wheels of this car, as it's shown right over here. And since this car is quite high on the ground, you do not need to dodge any speed bumps. So as you can see, what I really like about this car is that the bonnet is held with shocks. That is very convenient and useful, something very nice that it is on a bakkie. So this car has a 2.2 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine, which produces 158 brake horsepower, or 118 kilowatts. This car also produces 385 newton meters of torque, which is actually a quite good number for a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder diesel. It's a very good number. So in this car goes 0 to 100 kilometers in a whopping 11.8 seconds, and this car's top speed is 175 kilometers or 109 miles. So this car comes in 2-type transmissions. So this car does come in 2-type drivetrain variants, a 4x2 which is a rear-wheel drive, or a 4x4. This one is the 4x2 which is the rear-wheel drive version. You can opt out for the XL 4x4 if you do want to off-road. This car weighs 1.6 tons or 3,600 pounds, which is actually quite useful of it being manual and 4x2. If it does have an automatic transmission and it is a 4x4, it is expected to weigh around 1.9 tons. This car is quite economical for a bucky, as it averages about 8 liters per 100 kilometers on the city, and a highway can go as low as 5 liters per 100 kilometers. But just remember, fuel economy is measured by the way you drive. So this car comes in 2 transmission types, a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed automatic. This one is a 6-speed manual, like I said. So this car retails at $12,000 in America, 188,000 rand in South Africa, and in Europe 10,500 euros. So is this car worth the asking price? Wait to the third part video so you can see if this car is worth your hard-earned money. So as you can see, the back of this car does look pretty nice. I'm not sure if you can see, but there is the XL double cab right next to me. Comment down below if you do want me to do a comparison between the XL double cab and the XL single cab. I think it will be a quite nice comparison. So let us show you the back of this car. As you can see, the back of this car does look quite plain compared to the other trims, but that doesn't mean it's not functional, because as you can see, you do have a nice tailgate over here with a key so you can lock it. I will show you how it looks, the bed, in a bit. Let me show you how the lights look like on this car. As you can see, these aren't LED lights, they're the standard light bulbs. So this is the normal daytime running lights. The tail lights, the brake lights with the lights, the indicators with the lights, the indicators without the lights, the brake lights without the lights, and finally the reverse lights. So as you can see, the lights don't look so bad. They are quite bright for other drivers to see you. You do have a number plate holder over here with your number plate lights, so you can illuminate your lights, your number plates. So then you also do have a hole over here and some more holes over there. You do have a spare wheel right below, and your exhaust is nice and hidden, which is right over there. You can also tow things, and let me tell you the specs on how much you can tow. This car can tow 2,500 kilograms when the trailer has a brake or anything with a brake, or if it doesn't have a brake, it can tow maximum 750 kilograms. So let me open up the bed of this car for you. So as you can see, this is the bed of this car, and as you can see, it is rubberized, which is also a nice feature. You also do have your hooks over there, so you can hook up things for them to not slide around, but this one does not have that little slider thing which the Navara has. It would be cool if it has that, but I'm sure you can easily put one aftermarket, because this car does have quite a lot of potential. You can take out the entire bed and put an aftermarket bed if you want. If you want a bed without this, then you can easily put. You also do have these hooks where you can hook up a tonneau cover. For me, the most interesting bucky that I have reviewed is the Kia K2000 Workhorse. I did it around February, it is quite an interesting review. I didn't have a microphone back then and stuff, so it is less professional, but I think it will be very interesting if you do want to see my most favorite bakkie review that I did. So let me move on to the interior of this Ford Ranger. So before I read out to you the interior of this car, I just want to let you know that I did review the Nissan Navara single cab. So if you are interested and you want to see which one is better out of these two, please go check it out. That would mean a lot to me. And also you can get a better understanding of which one is best for you, for your budget and for your needs. That Navara that I reviewed, I think it was a club cab. So this is the center console of this car. As you can see, you do have some storage right up there. Further down we go, we do have our little screen I'll talk to you about just now. Then you do have your two AC vents, hazard switch. Further down we go, we do have our air conditioning controls, and even further down we go, we have two 12-volt cigarette lighters. So that is pretty nice to see. Let me talk to you about the AC. As you can see, it is an electronically operated AC, which is actually quite nice for a bakkie at this price range. It's very nice. In fact, it's automatic air circulation, which is nice in my opinion, as you can see. So then let me just switch it off. This is a little screen over here. There is a touch screen available, but this is the standard radio. As you can see, the options are, you do have your radio, which is your kilohertz, and your megahertz, which is your FM and AM. Then when you press media, we do have aux, Bluetooth audio, and USB. We also do have Bluetooth phone, so we can phone things. And then when you go to menu, as you can see, we have our audio settings, clock settings, language. Sound is our sound settings. If you want me to do a sound system test on this car, please let me know. I will more than happy to do one. And then when you press TA, we can turn on our traffic announcements or something like that. It's actually quite nice for its price range. So then this is the other part of center console, and as you can see, you do have your USB port and your aux line in jack with some storage. You have your 6-speed manual gearbox right over here. You have a row of blank switches where you can turn off your traction control. We have our handbrake, 2 cup holders, and we have an armrest. Inside that armrest is some storage. So then this is the driver's side of this car, and as you can see, you do have your 2 analog dials over there with a little digital display right over there, and you can control them. What's really cool in my opinion is that you can control the screen from the one side of the steering wheel and your little display on the other side of the steering wheel. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, this is the little menu on this little display. As you can see, you do have your trip computer, which displays your speed, which displays your distance to end. Then you also do have how much you've driven, how long you've been driving, how much fuel you've used, wow, and your average fuel economy. Then you also do have another trip computer. Then you have fuel economy, as you can see, which shows your distance to end, how much you are busy drinking fuel. Then when you go to driver's assist, as you can see, we can turn off and on hill start and trailer control. Pretty cool. Then if we go to settings, we can set up the vehicle. As you can see, I'm definitely going to be setting up this vehicle. And then yeah, so this is the stalks of this car. It is a very traditional Ford stalks. They do feel alright. They're not the best, but they are quite nice. You do have one touch turn signal, which is also pretty nice. So then this is the steering wheel. It is not a bad steering wheel. You do have some grip. It looks quite funny in my opinion, the steering wheel, but to each to their own. The one side, as I told you, can control that little radio, and then you can control volume, voice, and etc. And on the other side, you can control your odometer, which is also pretty cool. So then this is the other part of the driver's side, and as you can see, you do have your AC vent. Further down we go, we have our light switch, as you can see, and we can also adjust the interior brightness. So then this is the door panel of this car, and as you can see, you have a tweeter, you have your central locking, plastic handle. Further down we go, electric windows for the front, and then even further down we go, we do have a cup holder, some storage, and another speaker. This is the passenger side, and as you can see, you do have your AC vent. Further down we go, we do have a cubby hole, and inside that cubby hole is nothing much. It is just like a dual cubby hole with some storage and a bigger one where you can put your service books. Talking about the seats of this car, these seats are manually operated vinyl seats. They are quite hard, but they are quite comfortable. They can keep you nice and alert. So I can move it forward and backwards. It's the furthest back I can go. Up and down and forwards and backwards. So that is quite nice also, and it's quite easy. It's not like Audi and it's not like VW Group where you need to scroll it. You can just easily do that. In my opinion, this is the best option. So then talking about the quality of this car, the quality is decent. You have plastic dashboard, you have plastic here, here, here. Everywhere you touch is plastic except over here and your seats. The rest is all plastic, even over here. But remember, this car is a workhorse. For the price range, I think it is quite good quality. The interior, just the steering wheel just doesn't look too great at the moment. So then this is the top. As you can see, you can put your shades, your sunglasses, and then you have a nice light, which is very traditional Ford light with your microphones, and you have a nice mirror. So then these are the sun visors of this car. As you can see, the driver does not have a mirror, but the passenger does. But the passenger does not have a light for his mirror. So the interior of this car is not bad at all. This is the carpet quality, and as you can see, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So let me move on to the side of this car. So this is the side of this Ford Ranger single cab, and in my opinion, it is one of the more prettier looking buckies out there. So let's begin with the brakes and tires. You do have your 16-inch Steelies with your drums at the back and discs on the front. This is quite a big tube, so it is the 70 millimeter. So yeah, it is a 70 centimeters, so it is quite a big thing. So you do not need to worry about potholes. So you do not have any color coded handles nor mirror caps. It is black plastic. It doesn't look too bad. You do have your tinted smash and grab windows right over here. Up there you do have your antenna, and this is what I was talking to you about, the tonneau cover hooks. You do have your fuel tank thing right over here. And yeah, this car is very, very high to the ground. You can see how much space there is on the wheel arches, and you can even make them higher. There are some people that make them even higher, like this double cab right next to me. It is very, very high. So you also do have a nice seal over here and some body lines over here, which does make this car look interesting. You do have some fake grille over here which says 2.26 speed, which means the 6-speed manual with the 2.2 liter engine. Right next to it is your traditional Ford indicator. And yeah, there's not much to say about the back of this car. I think it looks quite nice, in my opinion. So my opinion, guys, I think this car is great for companies because it's very good value for money. You do have the power, the looks, the reputation, reliability, and of course you do have the space and comfort, and of course some luxuries like Bluetooth. So I'm going to put the Young Car Wiz score on the screen so you can see the scores that I gave this car. So for the daily scores, I gave this car 6 for features, 7 for comfort, 3 for quality, 9 for practicality, and 8 for value, which means so 33 out of 50 for the daily scores. Now for the weekend scores, I gave this car 7 for styling, 3 for acceleration, 6 for handling, 6 for fun factor, and 6 for cool factor, which gives it a total of 28 out of 50 for the weekend scores. So the total Young Car Wiz score for this car is a well-deserved 61 out of 100, and this is the last car that I have reviewed in 2021. So stay tuned for Friday's special video. So if you have stayed to this far video, thank you much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to smash the subscribe button, like button, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upcoming video like this. What do you think of this car? I would love to know your opinion down in the comment section below. So have a great day as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. And as you can see, you do have your very traditional bucky little strings over here to hold this heavy tailgate. Well, this isn't an American car, so probably Americans are they don't know how different this is. We don't really, yes, what am I saying? That's so bad, that's so bad. Cut. So as you can see, this is